Wow, it's a big face.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Welcome to our show, Conscious Sistas, with Amy Shine.
And Riahnna, Demahr.
And this week we're talking about defending love.
Defending love.
Love.
Love is all there is.
So what do we mean by that, Riahnna? Defending love.
It's almost like a proving that sometimes come along with it.
Proving that you love someone.
Yeah.
Proving that love is real.
Proving that love is real.
Proving that love is all it takes.
Love is all it takes.
Proving that love is the answer to everything.
Proving it. Making sure love changes everything.
Love can change the world.
Love can change the world. I have...
Wow, I was like, so, because there is a massive point of view in the world that love is the answer, right?
Yeah.
So what if love isn't the answer and no judgment is the answer?
Huh.
So what if it's no judgment will change the world?
What if it's gratitude too?
Yeah.
Because really...
Well, you can't actually have gratitude unless you don't have... If you don't have judgment, you have gratitude. If you're in judgment, you can't have gratitude. So the two and two go hand in hand together. But you can have love. So you can love someone and still judge them. So yes. Love and judgment can exist together. Judgment and gratitude can't.
Yeah. So I wonder if our intent into making love the answer is
actually a trick.
It's actually a trick,
yeah.
So that we can hang on to judgment.
It's an implant. Something we were implanted with. How many of us were implanted with the point of view that love is the answer and love will change the world and all you need is love and love. Love. Like even all it's funny. I just got my yoga teacher training certificate. And I would say though, when you read a lot of the yoga scriptures, they don't talk about love the way we have glorified it to be. Like the message has been diluted and bastardized. Bastardized is when you take something and you turn it into something that it wasn't to begin with.
Yeah.
And a lot of the yoga scriptures and books that I've been reading are about about letting go of judgment, about not having that polarity of right and wrong. So is love polarity? Because it's love and hate.
Right.
You can't see it.
Oh. Sorry. Hey. Interesting, yeah. Mm-hmm. But gratitude doesn't really have it has ungratitude, but there's no opposite.
Yeah, so there's no polarity to gratitude.
I wonder if there is. What is the opposite? I have to look that up.
The opposite of gratitude. I mean, I guess the opposite of gratitude is Rihanna's trying to find a good position for herself. She's getting cozy with the pillow.
I'm getting cozy with the pillow. Oh, I love these pillows.
Do you want to put another pillow behind your back?
No, I'm good.
No?
I like it here. It just seemed to be like I was too close to the...
Yeah, well, it's a big screen because there's only two of us on Zoom. Usually, you have a couple of people.
Yeah.
And all the heads will go up on the side, but when it's just two of us.
It gets like this. But anyway,
So back to the topic, which is defending love. So it's like looking at where in your life are you defending love? Are you defending the limitation of love? Yeah. And it's not saying that you can't love people, you can't love your partner, but it's just it's the defending of it, that this is once you love someone, then that's all there is, nothing else required. Because I love him, this should happen, or because he loves me, we should be like this.
All the expectations actually will come along with it.
Yeah.
If someone loves you, and how many times have you been mistreated by someone in the name of love?
In the name of love, yeah. I'm doing this because I love you. When really it's control
and judgment. Yeah. So that they judge you so they can control you, so that you can fit into the judgment that they have of what would be good for you.
And a lot of that happens in families.
Oh yeah.
A lot of us I'm just telling you this for your own good. Well, it's not really for your own good. It's you're telling me this because you want me to do what you want me to do, so that I fit into your box. Yeah. And a lot of it, that's how we've been brought up. It's, this isn't looking at blaming anyone here. It's just looking at in this reality, You know, like me and Riahnna, we have shows every week, and we just talk about like how in this reality the limitations of things that exist here, and what would the tools we use to change it and look at things from a whole different space. And love is one of the biggest distractor implants there is in this reality. Yeah. That love is the answer. Love is all there is, and a lot of it is that it's got so many judgments.
Well, that's the big thing with it, that you can, it includes a lot of judgment. And what else is there? It's not that there's anything wrong with it, you know.
Even the good judgments, though, Riahnna. Like, because I feel like when we talk about judgments, we always look at the bad judgments.
Yeah.
But like, even the good judgments, like, oh, you know, like you found your one true love, right?
Right.
Like, okay, that's it now. Like, that's the good judgment. Like, that's it now. He's my one true love, or she's my one true love. This is it forever. And it's like, that's not pragmatic.
No,
you know, that's not being a question. And that's got a conclusion. And then that's got so many expectations. Like, how much now have you put someone on a pedestal and expect them to be something?
And not only that, how much do you have to shut off your awareness in order to maintain that you've decided? And how much do you have to stop receiving from the rest of the world because you found your one
true love? Yeah. It's funny, I was just talking about this today to the people at the yoga center. I was saying, like, oh, I get this guy, you know, or whatever, a yoga teacher was like, apparently all the women used to love going to his class.
In the same color.
Yeah, we are. We said that earlier. We love each other, so we get dressed in the same color. And anyway, I was saying, like, this guy, like, a very like charismatic leader, you know, and and a lot of the women really loved going to his classes and taking classes with him. And apparently, you know, when he got married, a lot of that changed. But he shut his energy down. Yeah. So he shut off his receiving. So a lot of it is that, like, yeah. And I see that a lot around couples as well. Like, it's, you know, if you're like person there and you're talking to the man, you can almost like feel the woman being like, he's mine. Right. Like, stay away, you know, or just like that energy of like, there's like a wall there, right? Rather than just like, hey, you know, like, or, you know, you're not looking to steal anything here, but it's like, why shut down that energy of receiving from each other? Like, would you go out in nature and be like, I can't talk to you, I can't talk to that tree because that tree's married to that one, but I can't talk to you because you're single, you know? Like,
exactly.
It's crazy.
It is.
Us humans are crazy. We're so crazy.
This reality is crazy because so
the constructs of this reality, the way it's set up, you know. And we learn these things. We don't come in like this. Like, as a baby, you don't come in like, I can't talk to that baby, or I can't play with that baby, you know,
or anything else.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting. It's kind of like, you know, how much we defend like our close friends, and, you know, nobody else is involved because, you know, this is the people that we've known for a long time and who we love, you know. And, you know, we must love our family. If not, we failed somewhere. So, you know, it's just a matter of noticing which spaces you shut yourself off and limit yourself in order to maintain the love. And there's nothing wrong with the love.
Yeah, it's just so different looking at, like, okay, so rather than, because love is like, the reason we talk about it is like, because it comes with so much judgment, but with that is like this obligation, because you mentioned the family, the friends. So it's like, okay, I love my family, so I have to go home, or I have to look after this person, or I have to call them this many times, or I have to listen to their problems, or I have to try help them because you love them, because that's the obligation that comes with love, right? Whereas if you're like, okay, well, what if I was just grateful for them? Like, what would that create? Like, if I just had this energy of gratitude, and I know, like, when I'm in that energy of like, oh, I love them, I need to do something for them. Like, I just had my sister here for 2 weeks, you know, and like, she was sick first, and like, there was a couple of times where I went into that, like, minding her, like, I have to take care of her. Like, what if something happens to her? Oh my God, she's here staying with me. And, you know, like, I have to, like, I'm kind of responsible for her. And like, and that didn't create more for me, and it didn't create more for her. And it made her kind of resent, like, kind of want to just like, you know, push me away.
And I realized that with myself, because I'm a nurse.
Yeah.
That sometimes when a friend of mine gets sick, it's all all of a sudden, like, I go into action.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have had a lot of nurses in my family. That my cousin, my aunt is a nurse, my cousin's a nurse. And she does that too. Like, I'm the nurse, so I need to come and fix it and do all the nurse stuff.
Yeah. And so I'm choosing to, when I do that, say, stop it.
But
it could be a contribution. And it's not a bad thing. I mean, a lot of people, but it's not a contribution to either person.
When you start to look at the person as an infinite being, it changes everything. So it's like, okay, so if this wasn't my sister and I saw her as an infinite being, what would I choose her? Immediately it's like space, gratitude. And that's the energy that changes what's going on. Yeah. Like saying what, like, rather than saying your patients is, like, their bodies are sick, that is true, right? But instead of seeing them as the victims, when you see them as the infinite being, you realize, oh, they can change this.
Yeah,
I don't have to do it.
And it's interesting because, or they chose this. Or I wonder what...
They chose this, but what contribution can I now be, rather than having to jump in there and fix it? Yeah.
Right? How can I respect... There's a lot more respect when you space when you function.
When you function from seeing everyone as an infinite being with infinite choice, not as victims. Like, even just today, we were talking at one of the girls was talking about someone who's kind of sick, and you could see everyone went into, oh my God, it's so bad. She's got so many health problems. It's so bad. It's so terrible. And I was the only one who was standing there and just didn't say anything. But in my head, I'm like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's a creation.
You know,
she created this.
Right.
And and can I just say, sorry, there's like, when you are that energy, it almost seems like you're very unkind. Like you're unfeeling, you don't have a heart, but you're actually not. You're the greatest contribution, because you're the only person in the room who isn't willing to say and to look at that person like she's a victim.
Right.
And instead look at her and be like, you got infinite choice, infinite possibilities. What would you like to choose? What would you like to change? And you don't just say that to them. Energetically, you're being that around them.
And being that is a contribution.
It's a massive contribution.
I notice, like, with my kids, who I do care coordination for kids.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, I don't just, if I walk in with no judgment, all of a sudden they change.
Mm.
And they may not talk, but they perceive this. And all of a sudden a lot of the parents will go, oh my God, he's never done that.
Mm.
Why does he do that when you come?
Mm-hmm.
Or this or that or the other. And, I don't do anything.
Yeah.
I just be in the space of no judgment.
Yeah.
So what a wonderful thing to, like, choose on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And it is, because there's so much judgment around us that it is like a constant choice not to go into it. And I'm very thankful, because I'm beginning to notice more when I do.
Yeah.
The more that you choose to clear this stuff, the more uncomfortable that it feels when you go into judgment.
Yeah.
And and just love you. and
have
it's
gratitude
so funny
for you.
I have to tell you that I'm sitting here a little bit uncomfortable, wanting to defend love.
Are you?
Yeah, a little bit at all. A little bit like, well, love is not that bad, So,
well, you could. It's different. Like, when you look at when you have a different perspective on it. Like, I love Mike, right?
Right.
But I don't come at it from the energy of, like, of it being a distractor, of me, like, having that, like, obligation, feeling obligated towards him or anything like that. Like, it comes from a totally different space. So it means, like, when you have the awareness.
You mean that it's not love, it's what we've projected onto what love is? It's what
we project onto what love is, yeah. Because when I say I love him, it's like, really, like, I'm so grateful for him. Like, I'm so grateful. But not just for the good things, for the bad, for everything. Like, good, bad, ugly, different, like, everything. Like, because I could start to see, like, everyone who comes into my life, they have something to give me. And usually the people who challenge you the most are the people who are facilitating you the most. Are you? You flash.
I love them.
She loves her boobs. She's going to defend her love for her boobs.
So don't defend anything.
Yeah. Especially not love.
Well, because it's very interesting. If we feel like we need to defend something, we don't really believe it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's interesting. Yeah. Because if you really knew it was true, you would never have to defend it.
Exactly.
Wow.
So
That's a big one. People are defending a lot of things in this world, Riahnna. Yeah. That means they don't really believe any of it.
How does it get any better than that? So
that's our show for today, guys.
Thank you for being
Thanks
here.
For listening to us, Conscious Sistas. You can check us out on Facebook. It's Conscious, CONSCIOUS, Sistas, SISTAS. And we do this show every Sunday about 6 p.m. Varies sometimes. We share it on Facebook. We'll share it on our YouTube channel. And also, have you any classes coming up, Riahnna, you want to let anyone know about?
I have an MTVSS class coming up in February in Spanish for those of you that are in the
local
South Florida area. And also a bars class coming up, like February 3rd and 4th in English, because I'm multilingual and
very talented.
Very talented. And we are
hosting Danielle Carter in April.
Talk about
Right Body for You.
And I love that class.
Yeah. So it's Right Body for You. It's a 2.5 day Access Consciousness class. And then on the 3rd day, we'll have a Right Body for You facilitator training. It's going to be here in South Florida area, Boca Raton, maybe Delray Beach. We have to confirm a venue. April the 13th through to the 16th.
Come join us.
Yeah, and I actually am doing a telecall this Friday on rejecting your happy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, all about rejecting everything you create in your life. And that's on Zoom. I'll share it. Message me if you're interested. And then I also have a 4-day foundation class coming up 1st of February to the 4th.
Wonderful.
Here in Delray. And a body process evening coming up as well this weekend.
Yeah. She's a busy woman.
I like to keep busy.
So join us, call us.
Let us know any shows you want to, if you want us to talk about anything in particular, send us a message.
Have a great one,
All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye.